Hello, Ellington Cashford here. I recently acquired the Wonky Times podcast during a casual lunch purchase. After reviewing performance metrics, I've determined episodes exceeding 10 minutes cause what analysts call listener wandering. Effective immediately, hosts Matthew and RoboBrian will deliver optimized humor, strange news, and wonky interviews within federally recommended attention spans. Anyway, here's what's coming up this week on Wonky Times. This week on the Wonky Times podcast, a Bigfoot is running loose in Oklahoma. Plus, in Italy, someone trained their dog to illegally dump their trash. And a famous psychic medium shares her own Bigfoot sighting. Cue the music!
Meanwhile, let me pass on the good word about the new
Wonky Times.
Hey, hey, hey!
We are back, and with new ownership.
Actually, no one really owned us in the first place. I mean, we just kind of got on our mics and did what we're doing right now. And but yeah, I'm excited for this new direction. Are you still with me, RoboBrian?
Yes, my attention span is more superior to humans.
Okay. All right, you're likely correct there. And
one more thing, Matt and RoboBrian. I've already made a new hire. Meet RoboBecca. She is your new Cashford Media quote verification and emotional enhancement unit. To improve credibility, I've installed RoboBecca to read verified journalism aloud with appropriate dramatic intensity.
Okay. Well, thank you, sir.
Yes, it's rather refreshing to see another attractive presence on the team.
Whoa, take it easy there, Brian. Maybe we need to hire an HR department.
Nice to meet you, RoboBrian and Matt.
We are now officially a subsidiary of Cashford Media, TM.
Oh, that's just a trademark logo, Brian. You don't need to read that little thing on the script here. So yeah, don't worry about saying TM.
I kind of like the sound of that. TM.
Cool.
Cool. Okay, I'm out.
I'll be over here, warming up.
Have fun, dudes.
Unique, New York. Unique, New York. Betty Botter bought a bit of butter.
How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
She sells seashells. by the beach.
Okay, I think we're all warmed up here. Hey, Becca's voice sounds a lot more human than yours, Brian.
What do you mean?
Okay, here we go. It's Wonky News time. Wonky News. All right, first up, so a family in Oklahoma spotted a curious looking creature that they are pretty certain was a Sasquatch.
Ooh, this sounds interesting.
Yeah, this intriguing sighting, which they reported to the Bigfoot Field Researchers Organization, the BFRO.
The Beefro.
Beefro. Yeah, I guess Beefro. That sounds kind of cool. But anyways,
Cool.
Katie Gibson and her husband and her stepson were driving near the Washita River in the town of Silo, Oklahoma. Have you ever heard of it?
Never have.
Yeah, me neither. But to their astonishment, the family walked over this hill, and the three of them noticed a pretty out-of-place figure walking along a power line easement across the river. And, this is actually not too far away from where they were. It was about 1,500 feet away. Here's what they had to say. Hit it, Becca!
I got out of the truck, and when he stood up and went towards the woods, I was shaking and knew what I was seeing, she recalled, indicating that she hollered as loud as I could to get his attention. It had dark brown hair that had a red tint or glow in the sunlight. It was, without a doubt, a Bigfoot.
No way. And, like many other sightings that we hear about, it was pretty short-lived. It only lasted about 15 seconds. And of course, they didn't get a photograph of it, and they weren't able to shoot a video or anything like that. But they have a really cool story, and 3 people saw it. It's likely they're not lying. It's likely they weren't impaired. It was 2 parents with their kid. I hope not. But BFRO or BFRO, whatever you want to call it.
Beefro.
The founder, his name's actually, this is his real name. His name's Matthew Moneymaker.
That's a very cool name.
He spoke with the family, and he says that this report is pretty quote unquote legit. So, if you're out in Oklahoma anytime soon, just be careful out there. Okay, here's another one. This one's actually pretty funny. A dog owner in Italy. Yeah, I have my hand up because I'm talking about Italy. You know what I mean? But this dog owner has been accused of training their dog to dump bags of rubbish on the side of the road.
Rubbish? What do you mean?
That's what people call trash in other parts of the country. But anyways, some video footage was released by police, and it shows the dog just walking around with this big old bag in his mouth, dropping the bag off.
Dropping it like it's hot.
Like just out on the sidewalk in front of the owner's home. You know, instead of just throwing it away, he's having his dog throw it out in litter. I don't get it.
Hey, maybe it's a new trend.
So this owner is in trouble. His dog, the dog's probably okay. I imagine the dog's not in like doggy jail.
Like a dog pound?
Yeah. I hope not. I mean, geez, now I'm kind of sad about it. But anyways, the local authorities, they want everyone to have respect for urban etiquette, and the environment is everyone's duty, is what they said. Sorry, Becca, I should have had you read that quote. But, it's a good lesson to learn. Just throw away your trash. Come on.
Yes, be some civilized skin bags.
Yeah. Alrighty, next we want to show you an interview I had with June Edwards. She's a psychic medium. She's been doing it for years, like going to houses and cleansing them, clearing out ghosts, just like you see in Poltergeist. She actually worked with Ed and Lorraine Warren. So she's seen a lot of things. But you know what else she's seen, Brian?
What is that, Matt? I'm on the edge of my seat.
She's seen a Sasquatch, a.k.a. Bigfoot.
No way.
A.k.a. Big Fuzzy Guy with bare feet. Here's my chat with June. So tell me all about this Bigfoot that you saw.
So this was a long time ago, and probably about 45 years ago, I guess.
Wow.
And was going to upstate New York on motorcycles, and we had 2 other couples with us, so there was 6 of us total that saw it. One of them was a police officer, and it was driving rain, pouring rain, and we're heading on 95, I think, north. And all of a sudden, we saw this thing, probably about, I don't know, we were pretty far back, so it was huge. It was probably 8 to 10 feet tall, and we saw it literally in driving rain run across 8 lanes of traffic and jump over the center barrier and land on 2 feet and keep running. And we're like, oh my, what the heck was that? It clearly was not a bear, for everyone that thinks it was a bear, because a bear is not going to run 8 lanes of traffic and jump over with 2 legs over, the Jersey barrier. It was definitely not.
That's great. And you weren't the only one who saw it,
I was not the only one that saw it. There was 6 of us, and we had trouble finding a hotel that night because we didn't make one in advance. Mm-hmm. And we were driving, and finally we were just so exhausted that we collapsed on the front lawn of the state police barracks that we found, and because we couldn't find a hotel. And we're lying there, and we're like, oh my God, are we safe? Should we even be here after seeing that thing? God knows what's out here in these woods, and we're freaking each other out. And all of a sudden the state trooper pulled, and he goes, what are you guys doing here? We're like, we can't find a hotel. It was like one right down the street with vacancy.
Wow. And then, I always wondered what I would do if I were to see, I've never seen, a Sasquatch in real life, but, if I were to see one and say I got really good video of it and or photos, would I show it to anyone? Because part of me thinks if I do, it's like, then there's going to be, I don't want anything to happen to it. Did you ever see Harry and the Hendersons? Yeah.
So it's interesting. I have a friend that's from West Virginia, and he told me that growing up, they're just common knowledge that they're there, that they're living in the woods, and, you don't go out too late at night in the woods, and, you'd see them once in a while because they have young ones, younger ones, and they'd throw rocks at you. They'd be banging on the back of the shed with sticks and stuff, and you go back there and they take off into the woods. He goes, they're just known. They know. Mm-hmm. They've seen them enough. They live with them.
And so, and from what you saw, they're pretty fast at running.
He was pretty quick.
Yeah.
It was pretty quick. Wow. I mean, I wouldn't want to smell one, especially with that wet.
Yeah.
Although they supposedly stink, and that's the
Yeah,
other
I've
thing my
heard.
friend was saying. He goes, you know when they're coming around. He goes, because they stink. He goes,
Right.
it smells like rotten meat. He goes, it doesn't smell like a skunk or anything. He says, it smells like rotten meat. I'm like, oh, that's lovely.
All right, the show is over. So thanks for getting weird and wonky with us, and always remember, stay curious, question the ordinary, and if something strange shows up in your backyard, tell us immediately. In other words, email us at getwonky@wonkytimes.com or call 615-669-8240.
And leave a voicemail. It's our Wonky Times hotline.
Yeah, there's a very real chance that we'll play it on the next show, so
Call us.
adios! I like to do it on the couch.
I like to do it with my husband.
Heck, sometimes I do it when no one's looking. Anywhere works for me. Introducing the Wonky Times Hotline. It's so much fun. You can do it anywhere. No way. Yes, anywhere. Your couch, your car, your backyard. Call us, leave a voicemail, and maybe you'll hear your message on the next podcast episode. Dial 615-669-8240. Strange stories, spooky tales, and all things wonky just waiting for your voice. Again, that's 615-669-8240. Don't wait, get wonky today.